What's up, Ruthless Nation? Here we are, Wednesday evening. You know what that means, GT3 action. And this week, it's going to be from Alsace Village in France. And per usual, we've got a monkey in the French quarters here in
Hey,
Alsace.
hey, Stu.
Oh, man, pretty tricky track. You can tell from the track map up in the right, top right, there's a lot of tight turns here. And through testing throughout the week, tires and fuel kind of don't go hand in hand here. Tires don't want to last on the softs. Mediums seem like they don't hold the grip. So it's kind of a little back and forth with what we might see here.
Yeah, it's a tough track. You have to pay attention the entire time. Every turn has the potential to make a mess. Is You're risking going off the track every single time.
That is right. But in this GT3 series, we have only seen about 3 cautions all season. And we are at race number 10. So that should tell you that even with the style of tracks that we've had, that should tell you that this field seems to tame about anything that we throw at them.
That's true, and all of our drivers are, not just to give credit to the tracks, but our drivers are really good and very careful not to run into each other.
That's right, but without leaving the people, we're going to start up here with T-dubs as we get going now from Alsace Village with T-dubs on the pole. And you'll see he'll start off the race on those medium tires, Snowman behind him. It'll be sauce for him in the McLaren. Cork there in the Lexus, same deal, and the Porsche, the BMW, but the RS1 comes, I'm sorry, not the RS1, the Subaru comes out with hard tires on. So two drivers have two different styles of tire on, everybody else on the softs.
That's an interesting choice, as you can change tires really fast in the pits. It's the fuel that takes forever, and like you said, the tires do wear out fast here. They're not that fast.
Looks like Stu has worked his way around Monkey early on there in his Lowe's 24. Jimmy Johnson, but Jeff Gordon number.
Let me look at that.
Cork in the powder blue in his 8 car.
Yeah, looks like Cork might be painting his own cars these days.
Does have a penalty sponsor though, which this being a track, he shouldn't have that kind of issue. But our leaders are nose to tail as they come through this very sweeping right-hand turn. It can be very high speed, comes up into the back end of our course here. Real tight turn coming up.
That big sweeping turn is one that eats up tires too.
Yeah, very hard on the left sides. We're looking at the schematics for the McLaren right now, who's sitting in second. Oh, Cork's off into the wall there. That's another turn where you can lose some speed. This should allow the 24 and the 6 both to attack up there against the 8 of Cork. BMW is close there with Cork inside as they come through the last turn of our course. But Cork's able to slide it right back in front of the 24 there.
That was close.
Cork very defensive here to the inside. We'll take a peek up front. Snowman tries to make a move to the inside there in his newly painted 5 McLaren. So the medium tires for now is holding on to the lead, but we jump back here to 3rd, 4th, and 5th, and that's how they look.
Pretty tight battle there. Stu is all over the back of Cork.
Oh, Cork off into the dirt. And he's going to trim up some grass. He's going to give up 2 positions.
Yeah, that was not good for Cork. Looks like Stu and Monkey are running away from him now.
Jump back up to the battle for the lead. They're still nose to tail up here for 1-2. Tricky turn right here as the leaders go through. A lot of guys going to take that in 3rd gear. Could be a 2nd gear turn for some cars. And this is that high sweeping turn we was talking about. Very hard on the left tires.
I know at least one guy takes that turn in fourth.
Monkey has gotten around Stu here through the high-speed right-hand turn. Oh,
Yeah.
T-Dub's way off to the left side. It's going to allow Snowman up to the inside in that turn, but on the outside of this turn could be bad out on the right side. Not going to happen to McLaren. Clear up the hill, down into our last turns of the course.
Snowman out to an early lead.
Yeah, he worked on that one for a few laps. Finally gets around. T-Dub's there. Oh, off the wall, both cars there coming out of the last turn.
That's interesting.
Back. Oh, Cork's loose back there in fifth, but third, fourth, and fifth, seems like they figured out where they want to be for now.
I don't think I've ever hit that wall that both of them hit.
Yeah, they both hit that thing. One followed the other, I'm sure.
Probably. Yeah, I do that a lot myself when I'm racing. Even when you're trying to not look at the car in front of you, I think your brain just does it.
Staggerin and TKO have separated themselves from each other, so the battle still remains up in the top 5.
Do not have Birdman tonight. He unfortunately was not able to make it.
That's right. He would have definitely been here.
Yep, he notified the admins that he was not able to make this race.
West Higgins ORV.
Oh, yeah. Back up here watching the battle up front. Snowman's putting some distance between him and T-Dubs. So they're heading up the hill. Let's see if they hit that wall again. Let's see how they hit that wall. Must be cutting it tight. Oh yeah. They were running right up off that rumble strip in there. Can't see it on your screen right now, but Monkey and Stu and Cork are still back there battling third, fourth, and fifth.
That's right. Cork just moved up to fourth there in front of Stu. Is this thing working now?
The microphone, yes. It was not working for a moment.
Right. Okay. I told you the headphone jack on this controller is about to bite its last bullet.
Yeah, I'll try to pay attention to when that happens.
Yeah, because sometimes the audio will come back, but the microphone is still somehow off. Don't make any sense. And then sometimes the microphone is working and the audio is like staticky.
Yeah. So we don't have fuel numbers for anybody tonight because, well, we do, I guess. Some people are on mediums and hard tires, but people running the soft tires, they'll be pitting for tires before they pit for fuel.
That's right, and we'll keep an eye on that. I mean, we're going to predict that these soft tires are not going to have much more life left in them. A few more laps at most. During testing, these cars were getting about 7 to 8 laps on those soft tires.
Yeah, 7 to 8 laps if you're running a comfortable pace, pushing the car. You know, some guys are only getting 6. I think T-Dubs on the soft sometimes is only getting 5, and he's pushing the cars harder than anybody.
You can see he's on the medium, so we will expect him to go a little further. All these guys in third, fourth, and fifth all running the soft tires, so it'll be interesting to see what kind of strategy they choose to run. The Porsche, a little over a half tank of fuel. Cork and the Lexus has a little more than the Porsche, and it looks like the BMW is about right there with the Lexus on the fuel. But the tires for the Lexus look a little worse for wear than the 5th place car right now.
Wow. Yeah, quite a bit. Probably from a couple of incidents he had.
Yeah, getting loose to definitely wear those tires down. Staggering, he is on the hard tire, and as you can see, his car is very good on tire. We saw him in many of races run the soft tire when other guys couldn't and make them last. So the Subaru really good on the tire, and he is on the hard compound, so I'm sure he'll have no problem making the length of that fuel tank. But interesting to me is how low his fuel is on that hard tire.
Yeah, it's an interesting point, Stu. You're right about Staggering was running soft tires and getting the same use out of them that other people were getting out of mediums. Wonder how he chose the hard tire tonight.
Yeah, had he put the medium on that
today.
thing, I think he would be making the fuel tank with no problem.
Yeah.
More fuel than the hard tire right here in 7th place. He is just below half a tank, and his softs look phenomenal compared to most of the field. Actually, his rear tires are experiencing more wear than maybe you would see out front here from Snowman, or his left front has more wear.
Yeah, that is interesting. Most people are wearing out that left front. A lot of data to analyze there while the race is going on. Too much for my brain.
We got Kurt in the chat. What's up, Kurt? We was racing with him last night. He joined our, I guess by accident, we kind of coaxed him into joining a league race, but he ran an Indy there last night with us, and appreciate him sticking it out and running all those 81 laps, I think it was, with us. So
it was a lot.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, Kurt, was good to see him out there. Good to see some new people coming in and racing.
If I thought I heard him say correctly, maybe he was interested in joining our GT3 series here. So that happens on Mondays, Kurt, the racing. So you're welcome to join us if you want.
Oh, funny, Kurt saying he didn't even know it was a league race.
Yeah, I know. He told us that. He was like, wait, that was a league race? Because he thought it was a practice. I was like, no, man, that was a league race. We got you in there. He was like, let him run. All right, so you're starting to see the tire on the left front of Snowman's severely worn. He'll be coming through the back part of the course, so we'll keep an eye out on him, maybe looking towards pit road. He may choose to go on that little slither of traction that's left on that racing soft right now.
So this is lap 6, Snowman coming in. I tell you, T-Dub's tires don't look much better being on mediums. He's got a couple laps left in them, but he is still holding. He is still keeping up with Snowman.
He's out of the last turn this time. He's going to be looking to the right, and yes, he is down the pit lane. Keep eye on T-Dubs. He'll pass Snowman. He'll go to first place on the medium tire as we had predicted. Monkey down pit road in third. Let's see what the BMW does if he follows the counterparts. He has somehow found his way around Cork, who's just still in eye shot. BMW is going to choose to go by pit road this time, as the Lexus of Cork will go down. So Stu moves up to second now with everybody pitting.
Definitely going to be keeping an eye on that tire on the BMW. It is a left front, though. He might be okay.
He does plenty of tire. He's got about a quarter tank of fuel to deal with. BMW just has over a quarter tank of fuel, but no left front tire. And Snowman is chasing him down out of the pits. It's pretty close there between second and third.
I think BMW must have had some kind of incident on lap 6. He's 6 or 7 seconds slower there.
Possibly getting around Cork.
Oh, yes. Oh, speaking of Cork, I just flipped over to him. Cork is turned around on the track. He's in reverse, backed into the wall. Maybe he's...
He reset on the track.
Maybe he's having some engine trouble out there.
All right, we'll keep an eye on that.
Yeah.
All right, Stu's still hanging on the second so far, but you see third is coming up hot and heavy. Going to have that fresher tire through some pretty critical turns here in the end of the course. You can hear him squealing behind the BMW. BMW off track there in second place. He's going to try to find a place for Snowman to go around the outside. Snowman, oh, off into the grass. That'll allow the BMW to go back around up at the top of the hill. Maybe just overshot it on those cooler tires. Had plenty of room out there. Looks like the BMW is going to slow down real good here for Snowman and let him around. As definitely going to be going into pits this time. All right, down into the pits. Everybody has made it down there so far.
Good, made it in there safely. Cork got his car refired. Good. Not before he got lapped by T-Dubs, though.
That's right, he did get lapped. T-Dubs still has to go down pit road, so he has that going for him.
Oh, that's true. Where is Snowman in relation to Cork? Oh, Cork's got some good distance on Snowman.
Yeah, and Snowman has a good gap here that he needs to make up, but this pit road is very short, and it's going to be all depending on how much fuel that Supra decides to take on.
Yeah, that's true. Where's he at? He's running that thing pretty empty.
Cork here is making the move. Nope, not so much.
Looking at the fuel tanks now. Looks like Stu filled his up, put medium tires on. Did you already say that?
No.
Okay. Stu filled his up, put medium tires on, so he looks like he's going to be in for the long haul. Staggering full tank. Like Monkey and Snowman did not fill up.
T-Dub's down pit road.
Oh, here we go. Let's see what happens here. T-Dub's 6% fuel left in the tank there.
Refueling has begun, and Snowman's coming out of our last turn. Not going to be it for T-Dubs. The Snowman's going to easily take over first place.
Oh yeah, T-Dubs is in there. He's in there for a while.
Yeah, he was only about halfway through when Snowman made the pass. I think you get about 2 or 3 liters a second. What was it, 3 liters a second?
Yep, 3 liters a second. Monkey was by him. Monkey's already through turn 1.
And T-Dubs did not fill it all the way up. Went to the soft tire. Only 86 liters there for the Supra that time. So a little bit worse for wear tire is going to be up ahead of T-Dubs here. But I think Monkey's got a good enough gap to manage it here. It's very clean on the lap times. You can see he's keeping it around the mid to low 153, 154 range. So, yeah.
See, that's a pretty big gap. It's surprising.
Yeah,
between second and third.
T-Dubs had run similar laps on the medium tire.
Oh, well, that's probably not good news for Monkey if T-Dubs was running that. I'd say the soft tire is good for at least a second per lap, wouldn't you think?
We'll learn after on lap 10. We'll see what T-Dubs is able to hit. Monkey hit a 153.3, best lap of the race last time by. This time we'll see what he... Oh, Snowman's off the course there a little bit. We just caught the tail end of it. Just got a little bit of dirt. All right, so Monkey... yeah, still working through this lap. For some reason, I thought you were at the end. Snowman, though, he ran his best after the pit stop as well, 151.807, which is the fastest of the race to this point. And he'll go by this time. We'll see what he's able to put down. He betters the lap, makes it a 6:18, so nearly 2/10 better that time by.
And with a little bit of going off the track a little.
Ooh, Monkey there, just 1/100th worse on that lap. T-Dubs' heater will come this time by whenever he comes back around to finish lap 10. 153.839 is the best for the BMW.
That's a good lap.
159. Ooh, 159.4 for the Subaru on the hard tire so far. So now on the racing sauce, we'll see what that lap will translate to.
Oh, I didn't even notice that Subaru switched over to the racing soft. I'm curious to see how many laps he gets out of those tires.
Snowman flirting with the edge limits here of this track. Both times I've switched to him, I've caught him kind of off into some gravel. Very easily spun down there.
Cork must be on the lead lap, right? Yeah, because T-Dub's pitted, so then Cork got all that time back.
I got to go down here to Snowman's car, obviously, to see what's going on the back. But I like what he's got going on the door. Right underneath his window.
What does that say there?
The wrecker.
Oh, nice. Let me get over there, yeah.
Little friendly dispute between drivers this week after
The
Road
wrecker.
Atlanta. Everybody loves a little storyline.
Yeah, I like how Snowman and Stu both change their paint schemes every week. It's interesting.
Try to keep it fresh.
Yeah. Monkey, T-Dubs, both pretty lazy. Cork changes his out every couple races, I think. Oh, Cork has gone around staggering.
Yes, he has.
Oh, it looks like Chaos is out of the race. We missed that. He must have had some engine trouble.
Yeah, one retirement. It will be chaos tonight, so we're down to 6 guys. Oh, we got staggering around, and it's a huge spin. You know what that means? That's a West Higgins ORV replay. We'll go back 10 seconds. West Higgins ORV replay shows us, oh, he just gets off into the barrier and then slides her straight nosedive right into the wall.
Oh.
Man, unfortunate. First West Higgins ORV replay of the day belongs to Stagger. And Snowman's coming up right behind him.
I would say somebody else has had that same problem in there because there were pylons laying on the track in that section before Staggering went around and knocked some more pylons around.
Could have been Cork.
It was probably Cork. So Staggering on the soft tires with the extra grip has not worked out for him so far.
No, but he did better his lap on lap 9. Got a 155.257.
Well, that's quite a bit better.
Yeah, he did quite a bit better there. Give it to Staggering, though. He seems to tough him out, even if he has little practice or whatever. He will come out here and he'll run it out.
Yes, sir. Staggering is a great addition to this league.
You make sure STP gets the showtime.
that Subaru engine just screams. That is so loud. Sounds good.
Yeah, it does. It rips.
Looks like T-Dubs is starting to catch back up to Monkey here. Not even starting. He's got him in his sights.
Yeah, you can see T-Dubs ran a 151.213, which will be the fastest lap of the race on his last lap. And you can see that might be the reason why he closed the gap here, because the last lap for the 6 was a 153.878. Almost over 2 seconds difference there.
So T-Dubs runs on medium tires, but Monkey runs on soft. And T-Dubs is running 2 seconds faster on soft per lap. So that's the answer to that question. A soft tire is good for 2 seconds per lap. In Staggering's case, 5.
Yeah. All right, we're going to go on board indoors with the Supra and see what the attack here looks like. He's out to the outside. He may have the 6 here as we look out there and see that 6 closing in, and the pass has been made. Let's see if the 6, yes, shows up right there in the rear view camera, and the pass has been made by the Supra. Second belongs to T-Dubs.
Well, Monkey didn't put up much of a fight, did he?
Yeah, he probably doesn't know the lap times he's up against, but he did see that redness of the McDonald's get up there in the
Yeah,
mirror.
that's a familiar sight in everybody's mirror. Briefly, see that red
Snowman on
car
pit
show
road.
up. Oh, it's that time. Get about
Tito's
six
passed that
laps.
car.
Getting about 6 laps out of those tires.
Snowman and Monkey now down pit road with 4 liters left in the tank.
So Monkey fended off T-Dubs that entire fuel run. It's gonna be interesting to see. I don't know. No, that's normal. T-Dubs went longer. I was thinking Monkey might be able to get ahead of T-Dubs on the next pit cycle, but no, that won't work out.
Even though T-Dub switched over to the soft tires this time, and he took the fastest lap of the race, he ran only 0.3 faster than Snowman's fastest lap, and the gap has remained the same between first and second as it was on the first fuel run. So very interesting how that played out. And then Monkey comes out. He has about the same gap from Snowman that he had prior. So if we look at that, do a little bit of half math, I think Monkey and T-Dubs will probably be fighting again whenever he comes off pit road. Be interesting. Could come together.
Could.
The BMW on medium tire is remained on track. Cork around! Oh my goodness! And then barely gets missed by, I think, Staggering.
Oh.
And then it gets passed by T-Dubs. And shoo.
That's pretty good burnout watching that Lexus get going again.
Yeah. All right, we caught Cork in 4K that time. No replay needed.
That's good camera works too.
Oh, Snowman gets a little loose there off the dirt coming up the hill. Oh, T-Dubs. He just continues out there. He has plenty of fuel. Probably has about 2 laps on that left front. I wouldn't be so sure Cork down pit road after that miss.
Yeah, I peeked in on that. Cork had the tiniest sliver of white you can have left on a tire. He might have pushed those a little more than he should have.
I hear Staggering up here ahead of Tito's. That's right. You can hear that Subaru.
You can. When you're in the car, you hear him before you see him on your radar or on the track. You hear him coming. There's no stealth mode in that Subaru.
You see those pylons. Oh, he's off into the dirt again. Around, spinning in front of our leader. And T-Dubs makes it around.
Wow. That's crazy, and he kept going.
Yeah, he just 360, no-scoped it right here at Alsace. And kept the Subaru going. Win for Japan here in France.
Is that the Allstate Good Hands of the Day award? Is that what that used to be called?
That's what we might call it. Oh, he's got another one here. Allstate Save of the Day. Dirty tires bit him. He gets up through that turn though.
Yeah, that's a tough one too. You can go up that hill really fast, a lot faster than you think. But if you have dirty tires, or if you're going a little too fast, you're going off the track, just like so many other turns here.
All right, T-Dubs, he has started, let's see, he just ran the 152s. He had a 153 that time, but he did have to dodge a crash, so we'll give him that much. So he's been running 152 fours the last 2 previous laps. So you are seeing the wear start to show on that left front. So it's going to be interesting to see whenever he goes in. Could be going in this time. Keep an eye on it. See, Snowman, the gap is maintained about the same. But Snowman has reset his fastest lap. And he is about a 10th and a half off of Tito's best.
Wow. He's right there.
Yeah, so another light fuel run there for him. He might be able to pull one out.
as long as these tracks are, and with all the variables they have, with all the turns, these drivers are still really good at maintaining their speeds just a few tenths off.
All right, so definitely going to be looking at the Subaru to go in this time. He's low on fuel. The smallest slither of tire, you can see it glowing red through that turn, as we had mentioned. Very hard on the left front tire going through there. We'll look at Snowman, see if he attacks this way up high like the Supra did. Just called it a Subaru. But no, it seems like the tire wear happens the higher up the track you are. And that could be something that Snowman's doing to maybe save a little bit of that left front as the run goes on. See him throw up some grass there through these tight turns.
It could be. If two ways to take that turn. You can take it a little slower, not squeal the tires all the way through it, and it costs you about a full second. Oh, cork around again. Monkey just missed him in a turn. But back to what I was saying, you can either run it low and kind of save some tire, or you can run it high and really run the speed up. But it's about a second faster, but you wear your tires out probably 2 laps faster.
All right. Yes, that's exactly right. T-Dubs is on pit road now. Snowman has passed him. Staggering has also went in pit road this time. Monkey, he finds himself sort of back here in the last turns. I don't know if he'll be able to mesh up with T-Dubs here. Nope. T-Dubs is going to be coming off pit road this time, at this moment. And you can see the gap between T-Dubs and Monkey is pretty good there. So I figured they would have came a little closer here on this after T-Dubs pit run. But he was running some smokers there before he went in pit road.
Yeah, I thought they would have been a little closer myself, but T-Dubs is T-Dubs.
So we had a battle there off pit road between Cork and Staggering as Staggering came off pit road. So we'll see if Cork's able to stay ahead of him. Keep an eye on that. Cork's been having some issues here at Alsace Village with keeping the car underneath him.
Yep, he has. This is what his second
here we go. Oh, he did it again.
Oh.
Commentator's luck right there. Let's see if he can give us another burnout. Yeah.
He's wrecking his car, but he's putting on a show.
That's right. If you're going to do it good.
This is not the Cork we're used to seeing, that's for sure.
How's that old saying go? If you're going to be bad, be good at it or something? Oh, Snowman. Shoo. Sniffed the wall there on the last turn.
Yeah.
What did that one smell like there, Snowman?
They're cutting that wall so close. But they are running fast laps too. Maybe that's the thing. You're pushing it to the limits every lap.
So prior to the pit stop, we looked at the gap between T-Dubs and Snowman. It seems like Snowman has flipped the gap. So we can only imagine that these two are going to trade off pit stops or mistakes. It's going to come down to one or the other.
Yeah, so T-Dubs was closing in on his pit stop. I looked at Snowman's tires. They were nice and full. And now it's the opposite. Snowman's tires are about half worn, and T-Dubs back there with a nice set of freshies.
Well, looking at this gap, being the last one on pit road would not be beneficial. And right now, that looks like T-Dubs would be in that seat. So it's really going to come down to mistakes, I do believe. And the BMW on pit road brings it down to 1 liter of fuel left. Maybe the longest or the driest the car has came into pit road this race. Staggering may have done it there on the first run. Only 35 liters for the BMW and no tire change.
What?
So we'll see how that works out.
Let's see. Do you know how many laps he got out of those? Out of the fuel, I guess?
1, 2, 3, 4. Well, you can't count that last pit.
Oh no, it's been a while since he pitted. It's not even on his timer there, is it? So quite a few. Okay, so you might be getting a few more laps out of the tires and pulling in for one more stop.
Could be looking to split this at the end with some soft tires. Tire changes here, not very long at all, and along with just taking enough fuel to make it through those tires, it's, you know, you can make these pit stops a little shorter at the end.
It is a good point. You can get in and out. If you go in for tires only, I think it was around 13 seconds, I believe.
We're
13
heating up
second
here
stop.
for fifth. Oh, I'm not sure what happened there. I want to go to the West Higgins ORV replay for that battle. We're going to go back 30 seconds. And you see Cork, he's going to be getting up here on the 43 here pretty quickly. Went back to 33:30 on the clock. So see what happens here with Stagger and the Cork. Go on board with Cork. He just seems to catch Staggering up through the uphill portion. But right here, down in these last two turns, we see the 43. Something happens to him. I think he just under brakes. Oh yeah, slides right off to the left side of the track. I don't think he got the wall. He just got out of whack there. But Cork able to go around and get fifth place there. West Higgins ORV bringing you that battle.
All right, rare overtake for Cork today.
Yeah, let's see if he overtakes another guardrail.
Maybe some pylons.
All right, back up to the BMW. Quarter tank of fuel and not much tire there on the left front.
Right, that's medium though. Medium compound tire. He should be good for at least another lap out of that. Let's see what he does here.
I'm going by.
He's going on by. He went by on, I've seen him go by on a lot less. Several different races. Stu's not afraid to run a tire to its limit.
Not afraid to run one off the track either.
No, or four.
All right, Monkey in third, looking good there through our last, or not, coming up to our last turns of the course, back half, if you will. Kind of got two front straights on this track.
Monkey is low on fuel. Snowman is not. They have been on the same pit cycle. Like Snowman has more fuel than Monkey does.
Could have seen Monkey not take. Oh, Snowman off into the dirt there. Just off to the left. No big deal. Going to have dirty tire though. And the gap has closed quite a bit here, I feel like, between Snowman and T-Dubs, like compared to what it was before. But Monkey is on pit road. As we figure, he's going to get a tire change. Going to slap some fuel in it. As there's 11 laps to go.
And track cooling down now. These guys might start to see a few more laps out of these soft tires.
Another retirement from the race is going to be Cork.
Uh-oh.
Lost him.
He looked like he did have some engine trouble earlier in the race. Maybe it finally gave out.
Maybe he finally took a guardrail home.
That could be. The engine trouble might have been that engine was sitting in the back. Sitting in the passenger seat.
All right, BMW very low on tire. Goes by again. But the fuel, matching the fuel here. Alright, so Snowman. Alright, maybe something happened to T-Dubs. We might have missed it. I don't know. Gap looks a little bigger now. Snowman's on pit road. So he's probably looking at another pit stop after this one. For sure. This T-Dub's going to be coming out of our last turns here. He's going to have plenty of fuel. But will the tire hold up is the real question. It looks half worn, sure, but that's about two and a half laps worth of wear on that left front tire.
That's right. Snowman is getting a lot of fuel there.
I know. I feel like he overfilled it for sure. But, you know, that might not hurt him so bad whenever he comes back in later, you know. He won't, if he remembers, he won't have to take so much. But it's going to be a little heavier right here on this run, so probably didn't want that. And he has T-Dubs up ahead of him, who's running 151s. He hit a 150.9, which is now the 919. Put some respect on the name. And it's going to be the fastest lap of the race so far.
That is a fast lap. I don't think he'll be doing that again until he gets his next set of tires.
You can see that left front just eating up there on the top side. And you can kind of see it degrade as he went through there as well. So he's got a lot of fuel. I don't know. I think I would have conserved maybe a little bit of that tire at this point. Knowing Snowman, you know, he's only got one more pit stop, and he's kind of still got to look at 2 in the face. And the gap, you know, I think Snowman won that battle through that pit cycle.
I think you're right, Stu.
Looks. All right, BMW's down.
Oh, yeah. 10 laps to go. Let's see if he packs this thing full of fuel. I'll keep an eye on the fuel situation. Oh, he went about 3/4 full on the fuel. And BMW is coming out on racing softs. Looks like Stu's going to be laying down some good lap times here.
Once again, I gotta say, every time I switch to somebody, I'm like, that ain't their car. It's the Subaru is around them somewhere. You can hear it off in the distance in front of Monkey here. We may have to get him to put some kind of muzzle on that thing. You just hear it ripping down the front stretch, and we're trying to focus on a Porsche.
Yeah.
Let's go on board with Monkey so we can give a little respect to his engine. I'm very curious about this carbon fiber tube just randomly sticking out. Is that like an air hose?
I don't know. So the engine's in the back, so this probably is a cooling hose. There's not a hot engine up there. Probably bring some cool air in. Yep, straight air for the driver.
Alright, interesting. Look there at the German engineering. There's actually another one down below that one on the inside. Just some air circulation there. You can see Monkey coming up on that noisy Subaru. He gets around.
That's so funny. You hear the engine over top of the Porsche engine.
Yeah. It's very dominating. I believe it dominates any engine, maybe other than the Ford.
Oh yeah, that was another screamer.
Oh, T-Dubs down pit road. Snowman's took the lead very quickly. See how much fuel T-Dubs puts in that thing this time. He's only been putting in about... He's not been going full all the time. Yep, there he goes. 62 liters this time for T-Dubs. And we had mentioned we thought Snowman won the interval battle on pit road, on and off pit road. So now we look back at T-Dubs. That gap is about the same as it was before Snowman pitted prior to all this. So I think if this comes down to who's going to be on pit road last, I think Snowman's in the catbird seat to possibly win here at Alsace for his second win. Oh, but he's off into the grass. I might have cursed him. Ooh, but no troubles, no troubles. He got right back in between the mayonnaise here.
I didn't think there was much to that announcer curse because Cork was off the track so many times by himself, but that was pretty coincidental. As soon as you mentioned Snowman, off he went. It's starting to get a little hazy out here in the track.
Yeah, it seems a little
Look,
cloudy, like a mist or something has, I don't know,
yeah,
accumulated. No moisture though on the track, according to our moisture meters that you see to the left of our tire wear meter. Track is dry
that's
as a bone, you may say.
that's true. The copyrighted name of moisture meter by our own T-Dubs.
Yes, he lays claim to have made that name.
Just watched Stu drifting it through some turns, but he came through clean.
Looks like Snowman is going to be behind Stu here. Possibly could go a lap down up to 4th place. And it is getting very hazy out here. Might be some weather. Nothing so far though.
It's really hard to tell who is where with there's so many different pit strategies going on now. I think everybody's on something different. Maybe Snowman and Monkey are the closest. Snowman and T-Dubs are the two unknowns. They're not that far apart and on very different strategies.
Yeah, Snowman and T-Dubs is going to be about the only battle out here, unless T-Dubs makes some kind of mistake. But the gap between him and Monkey is pretty big. Oh, Staggering takes his car. See, we had mentioned he took his car on the racing softs all the way down to 1 liter of fuel. Now, I don't know if he had took complete fuel on his last run, but he had some tire left on that racing soft. And you know, that Subaru has been known to be good on the good years.
Yeah, that Subaru could be sneaky. They can run racing softs for a full fuel run. I think. Maybe. Like you said, we don't know how much fuel he had in there, but...
Oh, battle here between the 4th place car and the 1st place car. Loose is the BMW off into the grass. And the leader will easily get around. So those two trade in the same corner again. This time, disadvantage to the 24.
That's true. You know, that can happen a lot. You have the lead car coming around. You want to give him a little room, and anytime you have to change your racing line a little bit, it throws you off.
Yeah, that's right. You know, you get into this rhythm of running the same way over and over, and then, you know, you just change it up a little bit, you know, and then it could change the whole way the car attacks the corner.
Yeah. I've heard a NASCAR driver say the same thing. I think it was Clint Boyer. Said that, you know, the crew chief would ask him to slow it down, but he can't because then he doesn't know how to drive it.
Yeah. Ooh, Snowman, little bit there, just got loose. See this gap though, it's trimmed up maybe a little bit, so it's interesting. T-Dubs did run another 150. Actually, he tied his lap. I don't know how you do that. He ran the same exact lap.
That is crazy. At the same exact point, this first lap after the pit lap or the exit lap.
First heater.
First heater. That sounds a lot better.
Some people call it a flyer, but I like calling it a heater.
That definitely sounds cooler.
You can see. Sorry.
Almost 2 seconds faster than Snowman's lap.
That's exactly what I was going to get to the point of. He had ran a 151 after everything, but now he has saw a 153 and a 152. You look back at T-Dubs, he's at 150 off of his out lap. So this will now be his second lap flying. So we'll see what that looks like compared to Snowman. Maybe a couple mistakes there for Snowman. But this time by, let's see what Snowman hits on lap 24, a 152.366. So he got it back down a few tenths from lap 23. And pit stop's probably going to be happening in a lap or two for some of these guys.
T-Dub's crossing now.
About a second worse than his last lap. So that's let's see, we're looking at about 6 tenths better for T-Dubs last lap compared to Snowman. And you got to think, a lot fresher tire back there for the Supra. We're not saying anything about that. But this gap is closing, and we are coming down to one pit stop left. These guys have been trading back and forth on the pit stops. So T-Dubs is going to have to find somewhere to close a little bit of this margin to make his fresher tires at the end more worth it.
That is correct. We don't know what's going to happen here. The only thing we do know is that Monkey's not catching either of them. He's quite a ways back.
Yeah, good gap there between second and third, but, you know, anything can happen. Oh, it's got the BMW doing a little off-road racing there. But that's all she wrote. Just a little bit of dirt. A little grass in the grill.
BMW sounds pretty good too.
It's got a low rumble to it.
It does.
Oh, Snowman's in for his last pit of the day, so now we're going to take a look at T-Dubs. He's coming through the last turns now. He may have closed the gap a little bit this time. He may have won the interval battle on this pit stop. So we'll see how that flips here once these guys turn back around. We had mentioned Snowman, you know, he took a lot of fuel last time. May not have to take as much this time around. McLarens are known for being good both on fuel and tire. He's already up into the 60 liters, 65 liters, and that's going to put him back out on the track. So now let's look at the gap. Oh, beautiful for Snowman, I believe. I mean, I don't know, maybe another interval battle there for Snowman. I don't know. It's going to be close, though.
It is going to be close. Snowman seems like he took... Yeah, he did, almost a full. It seemed like Snowman took too much fuel again, but... Oh, maybe not. He's got 5 laps to go. Yeah, that's probably... Oh, he might be close on fuel, actually.
Could be close on fuel. The Porsche is now on pit road for their last stop of the day. Monkey in the 6. Looks like the BMW will have another stop as well. Could be coming up this lap, maybe even the lap after.
Oh, Snowman is pretty close to T-Dubs, you're right.
Yeah, it looks pretty good, and you know, T-Dubs, he's going to have to go down there. He's going to have to take tire. He's probably going to go down this time. And yeah, you know, it's pretty close there, just about a straight away. I'd say Snowman has been able to see him go into a couple of these turns.
Let's see about that. I'll hop on board with Snowman while you follow.
All right, T-Dubs down through our last turns.
Hopped on too late. Just all I see are hills and turns.
All right, T-Dub's definitely going to have to go down this time. He's very low on fuel, but he is under power when he goes in there. And Snowman now coming through the last turns of the course. I just don't think T-Dub's put enough gap, closed enough gap to have a chance here on the better tire. Yeah, he's going to have to wait in there for fuel.
Snowman's tires still look good, and here comes T-Dub. He's going to come out on a new set, but Snowman's tires do not look bad.
Now,
I mentioned earlier, track is much cooler right now.
Yeah, we're going to look for a little quicker laps. All right, so we look at this gap again, and I'm telling you, it's just stayed about like that. Very consistent, these two guys. Very consistent even in their mistakes, I believe. They just even each other out so well. All right, so I think the BMW, yes, kept it out there. And that is Snowman once again trying to chase him down. So just on the verge there is the BMW.
Yeah, he should be coming down this time. Looks like Monkey took about the same amount of fuel as Snowman, and T-Dubs took the least. So let's see how this plays out.
All right, let's
want
see
to
how
take the lead.
Turn plays out again between these two. Sorry.
Nope, that's
Running joke
Watch it.
here for this turn. But everybody survives that time. They finally figured it out.
Was that the same turn?
Yeah, 3 times this race.
Oh, it's funny.
Staggering in, probably last time. Look at that tire, though, and plenty of fuel. Subaru could be a cheat code all on its own. Didn't even take fuel this time. He said, just give me the tire, I'm out. Got enough.
He didn't even need a tire. He didn't even need to stop.
He probably didn't. But he also gets passed by Snowman now. So I think that puts him 2 down. The BMW is getting service. Oh, Monkey's got a smoker of a tire. Maybe we need a replay on that. We'll go back 20. See what the Porsche does here. We had a smoking tire. Interesting. All tires are up.
Curious about that myself.
Okay, it is. It was over revving through that turn. I think it just was smoking. I think it just showing us a little smoke there. That tire just really ripping up there on top.
Yeah, it can happen. If you watch those tire indicators, you already mentioned it. That left front is glowing red through that turn. You rarely see those temperature indicators come on unless you're spinning out.
And that's a powerless tire as well, so it's interesting that you see that tire, kind of overspin like that.
Yeah, it's taking some abuse through that turn. You're putting a lot of pressure on that tire. The Monkey did set his fastest lap of the race, just a hair out of the 152s, so looks like maybe he's trying to push it a little bit.
See, the gap has stayed about the same between second and third as well as it has first and second now. 28 laps will be complete this time by. But, consistency amongst these top 3. Staggering off to the right side. But he's able to maintain it. Keep everything together.
Funny you mentioned, I forgot about it until now, but I was watching Snowman do his last pit stop and he was pulling in and I heard that Subaru going around the track somewhere.
Yeah, it's hard to miss. I mean, just about anybody you switch on, you can hear it. T-Dub's down pit road, so maybe not enough fuel here for the Supra to make it. Nope, takes tire. Interesting enough.
That is interesting.
Maybe just trying to battle here between fourth and second now. As T-Dubs comes right off pit road in front of the BMW.
Stu should wreck him.
Looks like he may be trying to secure his fastest lap.
That could be. That's good for a playoff point.
It is. It didn't lose much of a gap. You can see how quickly tire changes happen. The gap between Monkey and T-Dubs really didn't cut down all that much considering he made a pit stop.
Nope, would have cut down about 12, 13 seconds. And you had almost a 2-minute lap. So you can get in and out of there pretty fast. Not too many tracks where you can do that. You fly in for tires real quick.
That's right, and I guess it's a good place to take advantage of that. Like you said, worth the playoff point if you secure that fastest lap of the race.
Just watch a Snowman. He was way off the track coming up that hill, but it didn't seem to affect him much. Just dirtied up his tires.
That's right. He's going to come out of the last turn here at Alsace to take 1 to go, presented by Skew Car here in the village, and see if the McLaren can bring it home over that Supra. Just got to tackle this very technical course one more time. As you can see, the gap between first and second looks like that. T-Dub's probably just trying to solidify that fastest lap at this point. There's the
That's the
24
only.
next to him. Oh, sorry, go
The
ahead.
I was saying the only question mark here for the top for all the positions is staying on the track. Everybody has a big enough gap to maintain their spot.
That's right. We see Monkey finally get down into the 152s last lap. 152.457. A good lap there for the Porsche. And he's looking forward to a top 3 as well, as he will finally come out of the last turn and start the final lap here from Alsace Village.
Excellent. I did see Stagger and go down pit road for fuel.
He did go down pit road. Don't think he took enough because he just took tire on that last stop prior to that one. Snowman has officially entered the back part of our course. Gives us half of a lap to go. Start looking at some guys should start finishing here pretty soon. Maybe do a lap down, guys. Nope, looks like Snowman's clear ahead of everybody going towards the line.
Yep, Snowman is going through one of the trickier parts of the whole track. The whole track is tricky, but that part is exceptionally tricky.
The last turn's very narrow and switchback, but a little bit of a drift there out of our McLaren. Maybe to matter. The winner from Alsace Village with a good cherry on top will be the McLaren of Snowman. And can T-Dubs hang on to second here? His fastest lap of the race is still a 50.919.
That was a finish in style for Snowman.
Definitely. Staggering will finish the race now right there. T-Dubs will come around now to finish in second place. And no faster lap for him. He runs a 960 at the end. So he's only able to run a 159.19 twice. Oh, BMW goes around sideways and upside down and all that good stuff. And that means the last guy to finish is the Porsche. And so let's see if we'll see a little quicker lap here out of this 6 car. Did not do so last lap, but lap 28 was his fastest of the race. And lap 30, just a little slower than lap 29, but nonetheless a top 3 for Monkey. A win for Snowman, second of the season. So I put him right below Cork with wins on the season. And T-Dubs finishing second in this one. It's kind of a rare sight here lately. But that's what happened. Maybe the medium tire at the beginning bit him in the end. But nonetheless, a great race here. Seeing those strategies kind of go back and forth. And it really just came down to trading who was going to pit last and be able to hang on to the lead once they passed that guy on pit road. And ultimately, it was our guy in the 5 machine.
Yeah, it was a great race. We didn't know who was going to end up where until that last set of pit cycles.
Yeah, especially with the way the tire was breaking down against the fuel, like you couldn't make the whole fuel run on the soft tire. But it almost didn't seem worth it to try to go out there and do anything on any other compound. We even seen at the beginning the hard tires on the Subaru, which we thought was probably the best fuel and tire car overall. But yeah, a lot of different things happened in this race, and ultimately it was just trying to get as many laps as you can out of a soft tire and don't run off the track.
That seemed to be the strategy. Run hard. Snowman ran hard the whole race. No fuel saving, no tire saving. Came back with a victory.
That is right. And thanks to everybody who's tuned in here. We had a pretty good crowd all race. Anybody who's liked the stream, appreciate it. You can tune in tomorrow, 9 p.m., Martinsville for the Ruthless Pro Series over on Heat 5. Monkey, what are we looking at next week here in our GT3 series?
Next week, we are headed off to Germany to race at the Nürburgring. We will be running on the Grand Prix circuit, which is the same as the Formula One circuit. They have at least 3 tracks at Nürburgring. Nürburgring is the name of the complex. They have the Grand Prix circuit, a shorter one, which I think is called the Sprint. Yeah, the Sprint. And then the other one is a German word, Nordschleife. I think it means North Cliff. And that is how long is that? track that laps too, about 9
It's
miles, 7 miles. It's,
I know it's like a 9 to 8 minute lap, like a regular
oh
car.
yeah, that's right. It's like 8 minutes, so they're going well
Yeah.
over 100 miles per hour. So it's probably 15 miles. But they're doing the Grand Prix circuit, and that is a fun track to both race and to watch. There's a lot of high speeds, a lot of heavy braking, and some high speed chicanes. I think, yeah, definitely one high speed chicane. So it will be an exciting race to watch.
All right, so make sure you tune in next week. Same bad time, same bad channel for the GT3 series at Nürburgring GP. This one from Alsace Village, though, belonged to Snowman, followed by T-Dubs and Monkey for your top three this evening. Good race here. Was kind of worried about it when I saw it on the schedule, but it turned out beautifully. Uh, you know, no surprises. The one who took most of the guardrails home with him was Court. But
I
that just, it's him. He's either
think a
going to
lot of the
beat you or
drivers
beat himself.
a lot of the drivers were concerned about this track, but then after talking to some of the drivers earlier in the week, they said it was a really fun track to race.
Yeah, it definitely throws a lot at you, and definitely tests your endurance. Because after 20 laps here, you start to feel it.
Yeah, yep, mentally, it gets to be mentally tough to keep hitting those laps like that. Snowman and T-Dubs both are hitting them hard the entire time, and they were rewarded for
Laser focus, as Tom Brady would say.
it. Yes,
But yeah,
both of our hero,
yeah, my hero for sure. But
mine too.
anything to add to this wonderful Wednesday broadcast?
No, I think we covered it all. There was a action-packed race here.
That's right. Was packed full of action, dirt flying, and all the in betweens.
Pylons flying.
But yeah. So big shout out Skew Car, West Higgins ORV, proud sponsors of not only Ruthless but the Ruthless GT3 series, and to all you fans, everybody who races, much appreciation. Keeps this thing going. But yeah, big win for Snowman, and as we move on to Nürburgring GP next week. And make sure you tune in tomorrow, 9 p.m. Catch me right here on the Ruthless Racing YouTube channel for Martinsville with the Ruthless Racing Pro Series. And but without further ado, everybody rock on, race on, Ruthless Racing.